In this video, I'm going to reveal the 9 income streams that I currently have right now. You see, around 5 years ago, I actually only had just the one way of making money, which was of course my job, but I then realized that I couldn't just rely on that one paycheck every single month, and I knew that I needed to start finding different ways of making extra money in my spare time. The income streams I've built are a mix of different active and passive ones, and actually, the third highest paying one of the bunch, I actually have to do absolutely zero work for, so make sure you stick around for that one. But first, let's get started, and in no particular order, let's start with income stream number 1, which is my digital marketing business. Basically, I run a small agency that offers digital marketing services to small and medium-sized businesses. The main kind of services I typically offer are things such as web design, PPC, and of course, content creation. I did actually only just start with web design, but as I've learned new skills throughout my life, I've always been quite good at finding different ways to monetize them. As of right now, I'm actually the only person working in this company, so I have to say it is very much an active income stream, meaning that I am trading all of my time for money, at least until I decide to get some help, which is actually why I really need to be selective about who I work with, just so I can kind of manage everything else that I've got going on. Income stream number 2 is YouTube ad revenue, and almost every single person, when I tell them for the first time that I'm a part-time YouTuber, will always ask me something along the lines of, but how do you actually make money from it? Well, one of those ways is actually through ad revenue. It's not the only YouTube related income that's out there. There's actually much higher paying ones, which I will get to shortly. But basically, when it comes to making money with YouTube ads, once your channel hits 1,000 subs and your videos have got over 4,000 hours worth of watch time, you can apply to become part of what is called their YouTube Partner Program. And basically, with this, any ads that are shown on your videos will start earning you a percentage of the money that YouTube makes from people paying them to basically run ads on their platform. To find out how much you make, there's actually 2 really important figures that you need to pay attention to. First off, you have what is called CPM. This is basically the price that advertisers will pay YouTube to have their ad shown 1,000 times, so basically 1,000 impressions. And then next up, you have RPM. This is basically how much you, the creator, will make after receiving 1,000 ad views on a certain video. Let's look at a couple of examples from myself. You see, this video right here where I talk about how I saved £20,000 in 1 year has actually got around 27,300 views and has a CPM of £15.67, an RPM of £10.62, and has made me a total of £289-ish since releasing it. Another one is this video right here where I actually talk about making money on Amazon, and this has actually got me around 60,000 views, has a CPM of £62.80 and an RPM of £43. And this one is actually crazy because this just one video alone has actually made me over £2,700, which I still think is absolutely crazy looking back at it. But when I do look at these examples, it does really help me stay sure that creating a YouTube channel and earning money from its ads is still such a great income stream. Yes, it is hard making YouTube videos, which you'll definitely have to get good at, and it's not much you can make at the start, but the way I look at it is like this. You see, every single video that you decide to make on your YouTube channel is technically just like an investment. The only thing really it has cost you is your time. But what it does have is the chance to earn you passive income, potentially forever, as long as of course, the YouTube Partner Program exists and you're still a member of it. Like I did say, there are much higher paying ways to make money with YouTube, which I also do myself, and I will get to them. But first, I want to talk about my biggest earner of the entire list, and that is my corporate job as a digital marketing manager. Now, of course, this is a full-time job where I work 9 to 5, meaning it's a fully active income. But my opinions on having a job versus working for yourself have changed a lot over the last few years. You see, before I was very much in the do whatever you can to quit your job camp and live a life of freedom, but everything really changed for me, and what I actually realized was that, number one, I actually enjoy the job I do now. Before, I absolutely hated it. Number 2, at my job, I'm able to learn new skills that I can take home with me and apply to my business and potentially make more money from. And number 3, which I actually think is most important on a much deeper level, having a job gives that routine I need because I am somebody that definitely works better with one than without. I mean, when I did get the chance to work for myself around 2 years ago during COVID, I couldn't manage my own time at all. I got really lonely as well because I basically wouldn't see anybody in the day and the night for that matter of fact. And how could I forget how much weight I basically put on basically just because I didn't have anyone to answer to. I'm sure the pictures that you're seeing right now pretty much say it all. But remember, whilst this video is all about income, working a 9 to 5 job isn't just about that. It can bring you so many secondary benefits as well. However, where I would say 9 to 5 work is bad is when it's your only source of income. That way, you are just that one paycheck away from being broke and putting yourself in all kinds of trouble. So for me, 9 to 5 is good as long as you're working on some side hustles too. Income stream number 4 is my dividend income from my investments. This is a 100% passive way of making money because all I have to essentially do is invest money up front, not any time, and the way it works is very simple. What I basically do is invest into a bunch of companies through a couple of ETFs that I own, and every single quarter that fund will pay me a percentage of those companies' profits. It's only usually a small percentage, but essentially the more money that I decide to invest, the more money that dividend adds up over time. Income number 5 is my rental property. I've spoken about this a few times on this channel, but essentially I'm an owner of a 2-bedroom flat that I rent out to a couple of tenants. It's a completely passive income stream right now because I actually pay somebody else to take care of any maintenance it needs, and in recent years I've been really working hard to reduce my bills on the place, and the profit I make from it has actually turned it into my 3rd highest paying income despite not having to put really any effort into it at all. One thing I will just say though, this has taken me almost over 10 years of constant investments such as paying off a mortgage to get to this place, and I'm not saying it's something that you can just decide to start tomorrow and start making money from straight away. But one income stream that you can is my 6th one, which is affiliate marketing. And basically the way that this works is actually really simple. Step number 1, you need to find a product that you like and get a custom affiliate link from it. You usually do this by finding a place on their website that says affiliates at the bottom. Step number 2, you promote that product through different types of content. More on this shortly. Step number 3, you include that link in your content, for example, a YouTube description. And step number 4, if somebody does buy that product or service through your link, that company will pay you a percentage of the sale at no extra cost to the viewer. This can be a really powerful way of making money, very similar to YouTube ads, because every single piece of content you essentially create can live online basically forever, and it'll always have the chance of making that sale for you over time. In fact, one of the affiliates that I make money from right now, I haven't actually made any new content on for over 4 years, and to this day it still pays me between £50 and £100 every single month. And remember, it's not just places like YouTube where you can do affiliate marketing. You could make maybe a blog, maybe a newsletter, Instagram or TikTok pages. Even just word of mouth works. In fact, with the marketing business I spoke about, I actually recommend marketing tools to my clients to use as free advice, but I provide them with an affiliate link to get them a discount, and in return I make money from that. The next income stream I have is sponsorships. This is where instead of companies paying YouTube to advertise on their platform, they would actually pay me directly to advertise their product or mention it in one of my videos. You can actually make a lot more from sponsorships than YouTube ads because basically brands are able to get in front of their exact target audience, and they also understand that creators' reputation is also on the line, which basically means they know they are going to have to pay a premium. But one thing to remember is that as a creator, you really do have to be careful about who you take on as a sponsor, because at the end of the day, it can take absolutely years to build up a good reputation. And let's say you promoted a product that ended up being really bad, or let's say a scam, you could literally lose everything you worked for almost instantly. Right now, I don't actually do too many sponsorships on my content, mainly due to the lack of me making content recently, but it is something that I have done a lot in the past, and it's something that I plan to explore a lot more in the future. The next income stream is courses. Just like sponsorships with me, this isn't actually something I pursue too much right now, and it is once again something I'm looking at more this year. But I do have a few courses on websites like Skillshare that pay me a monthly income every time somebody watches them. I think one thing actually is that a lot of people get put off by courses because they actually don't think they're good enough, or maybe don't think they're an expert at the topic they're talking about. And I actually went through this as well. But I have to say, one really good piece of advice that I got, which basically changed everything for me in terms of my mindset around them, was you don't need to be a master at anything. All you need to be is one step of the person that you're trying to help. Am I the best YouTuber in the world? Not at all. But what I do have is the fact that I'm one step ahead of somebody that has maybe never picked up a camera before, or has no idea how to even make money from it, meaning I do have value for a particular type of audience. I'm actually going to be launching an exclusive community soon that's all about learning how to make money in your spare time like I have, and the skills that you need as well. If you wanted to join my interested list type of thing that I've set up, I'll be offering some free lifetime spots to some people that do sign up. I'll pop a link in the description. The next income stream I've got is interest that I earn from having cash in my bank. This is basically by far the lowest income stream of all, but it is 100% passive, and with interest rates being quite high right now, I'm never going to turn down the free £50 or so that I receive every month into my account. There was actually a point last year where I actually had my house deposit sat in cash and it was paying me over £250 a month in interest, which of course was lovely. But still, it's not an income stream I suggest pursuing, as I'm more pro investing your money, but I do keep a little back for emergencies and taxes, and it's a nice way to earn a bit of free extra cash. So basically, they're my 9 income streams. I'm sure I'll update you on how they progress over time, or if I do add any new ones in the future. Also, subscribe to my free monthly newsletter where I share interesting things about business and money, and I'll see you next time.